Welcome back to Benzi Diaries, the channel where every road tells a story and every journey is more than just kilometers covered. In today's episode, we are taking you along one of the most iconic coastal routes in Kenya, from the dreamy shores of Diani Ukunda up through the bustling Likoni crossing, all the way to the historic and scenic Mama Ngina Drive in Mombasa. It's more than a road trip. It's a dive into culture, coastline, community, and the rhythm of Kenya's coast. Strap in, start your engine, and let's drive into the story. Our journey kicks off in Ukunda, the main urban center serving Diani Beach. Located in Kwale County, about 30 kilometers south of Mombasa, Ukunda is the beating heart of tourism in the south coast. Diani itself has been voted Africa's leading beach destination multiple times, and for good reason. The beaches stretch for over 17 kilometers with calm turquoise waters perfect for snorkeling, diving, and kite surfing. As we cruise through Ukunda town, we pass bustling markets, local tailors, mechanics, fruit stalls, and countless guest houses. This town doesn't sleep early. There's always music, food, and life on the move. Soon, we hit Diani Beach Road, which merges with the Diani Longa Highway, our main road north toward Mombasa. We are now on the road to Likoni Ferry, and it's a drive that cuts through villages, coconut plantations, and coral rug countryside. You'll pass small towns like Tiwi, Mikindani, and Shika Adabu, each with its own blend of coastal Swahili culture. This stretch of road is fairly well paved, but always be alert for borders, matatus, and livestock crossing unexpectedly. And don't be surprised if you get waved down by roadside coconut vendors. Fresh madafu is always worth a stop. Along the way, we see snippets of daily life. Women walking with kiondos on their heads, school children in bright uniforms, and men selling roasted maize and sugarcane by the roadside. This is where the beauty of a road trip lies. Not just the destinations, but the lives happening between them. after about 40 to 50 minutes, traffic starts thickening. We're now entering Likoni, a densely populated suburb of Mombasa. This is the funnel that leads us to the Likoni Ferry channel. As we approach the terminal, you'll notice the shift in energy. This place is always alive, loud, crowded, and constantly in motion. It's a blend of commerce, transport, and culture. There are vendors selling boiled eggs, newspapers, airtime, and roasted cassava, car horns, whistles, and the sounds of the Indian Ocean blend into a symphony that's unmistakably coastal Kenya. The Likoni Ferry is not just a transportation point, it's a symbol of daily resilience. Over 300,000 pedestrians and 6,000 plus vehicles use the ferry every single day. It's one of the busiest ferry crossings in all of East Africa. There are currently 5 ferries in operation, including MV Jumbo, MV Safari, and MV Likoni. They run almost 24/7 with peak hours in the morning and evening. If you're in a private car, you'll be ushered into a queue. Here's what you'll need to pay for crossing as of 2025. Saloon cars, 120 Kenyan shillings. SUVs and station wagons, 180 Kenyan shillings. Pickups and vans, 250 Kenyan shillings. Matatus or small buses, around 350 Kenyan shillings. Motorbikes, 50 Kenyan shillings. Pedestrians and bicycles, still free of charge. Once you're in line, be prepared to wait a bit. The average wait time can be anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on traffic and tide conditions. But once you're on board, the actual crossing takes only 5 to 10 minutes. You drive onto the metallic ramp, the gates close, and the engines roar. As the ferry pulls away, the city skyline of Mombasa Island begins to reveal itself. The sea breeze here is thick with salt and nostalgia. Look to your right. You might see giant cargo ships heading to Kilindini port. To your left, you'll spot traditional dhows, fishing boats, and locals crossing with luggage, animals, or children in tow. The Likoni Channel is only 500 meters wide, but the crossing carries lifetimes of stories. Remember, stay in your car, windows down, engine off, and handbrake engaged. Security is tight, and Kenya Ferry Services has done a lot in recent years to improve both safety and reliability. As we roll off the ferry, we land in Mombasa Island, a city steeped in Swahili, Arab, Portuguese, and British influence. The island is compact but incredibly dense, with a population of nearly 1.2 million people. Avenue, we turn on to Mama Ngina Drive, our final destination. Mama Ngina Waterfront Park is where Mombasa comes to breathe. The palm line promenade stretches along the edge of the island, offering panoramic views of the deep blue Indian Ocean. This public space was recently upgraded with the seating areas, shaded walkways, fountains, and food courts. It's a magnet for families, joggers, photographers, and couples on evening strolls. If you've been driving for a while, this is the perfect place to pull over, grab a coconut, and just take it all in. Watch the sun start to dip below the horizon. Dhows float by lazily. Kids run in the distance, and the city begins to glow with its signature coastal warmth. If you enjoyed this ride, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this episode with a fellow traveler, a lover of Kenyan roads, or anyone who dreams of seeing the coast. Drop a comment below. Where should Benzi Diaries take us next? Until next time, this is Benzi Diaries.